The oldest NHL we have played on this channel so far is, I think, NHL Hits Pro, which is 03. We have made it all the way up until NHL 2018, and unfortunately we have digressed tremendously. The good thing though is that NHL 18 is, from what I'm seeing, one of the better NHLs of the new gen, one of the last better ones. People keep saying the NHL 18 through 2021, this is one of the best eras for the new gen for NHL, and obviously nothing's going to be NHL 14. And today we're going to be taking a look at franchise mode again, as usual. Obviously, in the comments last video was to look at the new features, but to me it's like the features of putting in like the USA and all that stuff, even in the franchise mode of putting in controlling the budget. It's not new. None of this is new. It's all just been quote unquote revamped, which also meaning just putting back in, taking it out of an old NHL, waiting a couple years and putting it back in. That's basically what that is. What I'm really wanting to get a grasp on is just the gameplay of the game itself, how it feels and how it flows. And I say this in every single video, so it really shouldn't be new. That's the gist of it, of just how the game feels and it flows. So we're going to take a look at franchise, NHL 3s, and tournaments, because, you know, it says new and new. 3s was introduced in NHL 18. This is the first year of NHL 3s, which also means that it's the first year of EA Sports Hockey League. NHL 3s, to me, I personally hate it. It's not hockey. I don't like 3v3. I do like it for the aspect of overtime. I do love it for that. But just a whole game of 3v3, I personally do not like it. But again, NHL 3s is a whole different game mode rather than 3v3 ESHL. ESHL should be regular hockey, regular competitive hockey, nothing else. You want to play that? Go to NHL 3s. That's my opinion on that stuff. So enough yapping. We're going to get right into franchise mode, because 3s, their gameplay is a little bit more fast-paced, no penalties. The sliders are ramped up, basically. Franchise mode, we can take a look at everything that is still in the mode. If they took anything away, put anything in, then we'll go ahead and play a game. Then we'll move over to 3s, tournaments, and whatever else we need to look at. So in NHL 18, this is the introduction of being able to create your own team and create your 31st or 32nd team in the expansion draft of the NHL. So you can go ahead and start at the expansion draft with the 31 NHL teams, start at the expansion draft with 32 NHL teams, or start in the preseason, play through your franchise career. You take control over a regular team. I do want to do the whole expansion draft walkthrough, because that is the newest feature in this franchise mode, and I want you guys to see that when it comes to NHL 18. So I'm probably gonna skip most of the customization, and then I'll see you guys when we get to the main menu, expansion draft, and everything like that. Alrighty, so if you look here, we are in the Western Conference because we are Team Burnaby NHL 32. I really didn't want to. I should have made it just a regular team name, but I really didn't want to go through any of the customization. Yes, it was, as pointed out also in the comment last video, NHL 17 did introduce the whole customization of the arena and the teams and everything. But to me personally, again, customization is a huge factor. But I'm focused on the gameplay. The gameplay just overtakes all of it. It overtakes what we should be looking at, or what we actually look at, compared to what we should be looking at, which is the gameplay, in my opinion. Maybe because I played hockey my entire life, so I'm very particular with it. But that's just me. Franchise tabs. Welcome to franchise mode. This is your franchise hub. There are 4 tabs. The hub, team management, owner, and league. The hub lets you play games, view stats. Team management allows you to make trades and scout players. Owner lets you view your goals, set budgets, and more. If owner mode is enabled, league enables you to edit players, setting, and see the activity from around the league. Quick links. The quick links allow you to advance a day quickly and will show you the most relevant actions to perform during the season. The franchise overview allows you to quickly see how your team is doing in many different areas. Red notifications are signs that you need to action on items. I love that there's spelling errors with a multi-million-dollar company. It amazes me. It really does. If owner mode is turned on, you can press the A button to view more information. Calendar, yep, we know what a calendar does, and that's basically it. There's a gist. So right now we are advancing to the expansion draft. So this is obviously the whole thing about creating a new team, expansion draft, and, you know, possibly being very bad. Or you could be the Vegas Golden Knights and go to the Stanley Cup Finals in your first year. It's all about what could happen. I really would not mind actually doing a GM mode of an expansion team and building a team like that. I think that would be really cool. Maybe an NHL 25 where it is a little bit more recent, because I wouldn't be playing the game, and I think that would be fun. NHL expansion draft. Well, I figured I'd take a moment to welcome to the Burnaby NHL 32 franchise. You have your plate full with the upcoming expansion draft, but I'll touch base again in a few days before the draft itself after I get a sense of who the other teams are going to make available. Dandy, there's the salary cap, draft lottery results, blah blah blah. We're just going to head and advance to the expansion draft and get our team. So expansion draft, I'm pretty sure you pick a player from each team, you go down each team in the NHL, and you pick a player. As the expansion team, you will have to select one player from every NHL team for a total of 30 players. You must also draft a minimum of 14 forwards. Centers, left wings, and right wings are considered forwards, 9 defensemen, and 3 goalies. How lovely. Make it a play. Yep. Options panel. Yep. All right, we're making our pick from Anaheim. We're gonna go ahead and see who we want. Selecting a player, you may select one player in the list shown per team. Only players that are not protected will show in this list. If you mistakenly choose a player, you may come back to this team and change your pick at a later time. Potential, I gotcha. We're not really worried about the potential because we're not starting a whole series here, but we are definitely going to go ahead and make our picks here. Alrighty, so I've drafted our team, and I'll let you just get a quick look through. It's really just, honestly, really bad. Like there's nobody to pick from. I'd say Alec Martinez is one of our best bets. Matthias Ekholm. Yeah, and then our goalies, we got Miller, Grubauer, and Pavlik. I mean, this team's not going to be very good, I'll tell you that much for sure. Don't know any of this. But anyways, here are the arena facilities for the owner. You could set your prices. There you go. Part merchandise, and that's all we can do right now. Marketing budget, as we saw last year in NHL 17. Income statement, that's basically what we make. We check out the league, yeah. Team management, and then we can view our contracts, who may be ending soon. Miller, Hansel, and all that, yada yada yada. Basically everything we've seen in NHL 17, except you can do with your own team. Honestly, like I said, the more I did NHL 2K10, that franchise mode, and now I can kind of completely build my own team. We might be doing NHL 25 expansion draft expansion draft series. I don't know. It seems like a good time. Well, now we have to sim to the draft and do another draft. Pro Scout. Yep, you can do your scouts and everything. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know much of GM mode when it comes to this. It's so in depth for me. Oh God. And we gotta. Okay, we're just gonna head and sim the draft because we're really not worried about it this much for this episode. We're just reviewing NHL 18, and I just want to get to the gameplay. Really cool feature that they did add the whole expansion draft and everything, but I just want to play the game. Hey, the boys went 5-2 in the preseason. We're not looking too bad here. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what these jerseys are going to look like, so I'm not really worried about it. Here we go. Let's finally get into a game, because that's what I'm most worried about. Oh yeah, those are beautiful. Those are absolutely beautiful. Alrighty. Here we go. The first ever game for the Burnaby NHL 32. We're gonna. Oh my God! And here we go. Let's turn it off as we always have to every single time. Good old on ice trainer just plays. Okay. So now we're just gotta pay. Very quick start. I think I might be an all-star, but I really should just be playing on pro when I'm using a team that's probably like a 75 overall altogether. But we're just going to make sure. How did I already get a penalty? Can I just talk about the game? I would love to talk about what we're trying to look for here. God damn, I've gotten scored on, got a penalty both times I've tried to. We're just looking at the game, just making sure, I don't know how to explain it anymore. Just making sure everything flows good and it feels like a hockey game. A lot of people did say that this era is NHL 18 through 21 was one of the best eras. And I would love for that to happen. I would love for it to be like that. Because gameplay-wise, we're still looking for the NHL to do goalie. I still have to check out goalie, and that's going to be an absolute task in itself. Honestly, and like every NHL, it's feeling like NHL 17 right now, which is not a bad thing at all. NHL 17 felt great. I really didn't see any major problems with it. Obviously, if it was a brand new game and we didn't know what was going on, it would definitely... I would have different opinions probably because nothing changed, but in a good sense, I'm glad it didn't change or go back to like NHL 16 because that would have just been awful. awful marketing on EA's part. I'm pretty sure this is also the NHL with the new deeks, so you can do in between legs, other deeks, the Dasuk flip, all that type of stuff. This is the NHL where they did introduce that. I'm not gonna lie, I've been playing on Total Control. I don't even remember how to do that shit. I really don't. It's kind of old to me. I don't remember. Not really worried about it. Don't care about the deeks. We all know about the deeks. It isn't as easy as just clicking a button anymore. You had to do the whole button combination and everything and all that jazz. So the game itself feels really good. Not really good. It feels like NHL 17 like before, but if it feels like NHL 17, I'm okay with that. I feel like at this point right now, for just me, I'm just trying to test goalie because that's what we're trying to play. Like, again, the NBC Sports Network package, one of the best packages, may have lost licensing. Obviously, you know, Doc isn't doing commentating anymore, so it's not the same. But again, just the overlay and the presentation of it is what is, oh my, wow, what a shot, is what everybody loves. Oh my god, and there it is, an NHL 25 goal, bounces off the goalie and in. I mean, for the gameplay part, we're getting our asses kicked 2-0. But besides losing, the game does feel good, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I should be playing on All-Star with my brand new team, but I kind of forgot this was the year they introduced expansion teams, and kind of forgot about it. This was a last-second decision to do this. I'm not gonna lie, the game it's a little difficult with the overalls that I'm having to play with right now. I'm just trying to keep that into consideration for when I'm trying to pass or just do a deke, or my guy can't get around anybody because he's fucking slow as molasses. All games feel the same, but you're not gonna feel each little change until you play each game back to back to back. Like you're used to a game for a whole year, and then you're given a game, but the changes are so little that you don't even realize it, and you think you're given. Don't get me wrong, we are definitely given the same game, 100%. But I don't really think it's given or put into perspective for somebody, even myself, until I started doing this type of series for you guys, or honestly for myself too. But it's not put into perspective for people until you play every NHL back to back to back, and you can clearly see that, like, they did slowly have better things and, you know, fix some stuff on their engine and their gameplay and their improvements. Now, it's no excuse to be, now there is no reason to, you know, all of these fixes could have been fixed in a year. They didn't have to span them out over the span of like 6 years, 5 years, which is a little bit crazy. But again, you do see it. It's no excuse for the bullshit that they pull every year, but you can tell the improvements on each game year in and year out. Very little, very minimal. I'm not saying EA is good, or I'm not giving them any leeway. What they pull is still bullshit. Alrighty, so we are going to check out the brand new mode as well, NHL 3s. We aren't going to check out Beer Pro just because it's literally the same every year. There is no point to checking it out. We know what it is going to be. We can go into practice mode and try out goalie, but for now we're going to head and check out the 3s. I enjoyed it because there was like a little campaign story walkthrough. Now that I'm thinking about it more, I do remember playing NHL 18, but like the 3s circuit, there you go. But I enjoy 3s. It is fun just for, you know, couch co-op. That it is a good time. We're just gonna head and jump into the Pacific Circuit. You play as the Fridge Raiders. You get it. You get it. Obviously, you see their offline and online co-op. Oh shit! I didn't know we had a 55, 58, and 62 overall on defense and offense and goalie. I thought we were actually gonna be pretty good. As I said earlier, I was never really a big NHL 3s player. I just enjoyed playing regular hockey, like Be a Pro or EA Sports Hockey League, but we played 6s. We did play our 3s. Don't know why it's telling me to connect my controller. But for the most part, I stayed towards just playing some regular hockey. 3s, you have your money puck, and that's about it. There are no power-ups besides either getting a +3. I don't even think you have power-up pucks in this mode that we're playing right now. But here it is. This is all it is. You know what I'm saying? Bang! That's all I can show you. When it gets to these later NHLs, this is what I'm saying. Like, there isn't really a lot new. Like, I don't know. Besides just the additions to the franchise mode and this 3s, like, I can't show you draft champions. I can't show you HUT. I can't show you Eschel. There's a lot of stuff that I can't show you because it's either online or it's really just not new. It's new to the main menu or like a new game mode. but the gameplay itself is all new. Like, not a lot is going on. Threes is a good time though. I love making series. I love creating series. So if we want to do a 3 circuit, like I'm all about it. I love me some 3 any sort of story, campaign mode, action idea. I'm always about. So don't get me wrong. And we're already tied. I'm not a fan of 3s. I was never a fan of 3s. This is basically what it is. You know, I think everybody has played or seen this since NHL 18 up until NHL 25. It has not left. So we're going to head and move over to goalie mode and see what they've done for goalie in NHL 18. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, get goalie practice going. I'm going to go with somebody different. You already know who we're going, Montreal. Yes, we are using a 92 overall, but I just want to see how goalie moves. I'm not doing it in Be a Pro, because if I am moving at like a snail's pace, it will not make me think of goalie any better. Like, so far, 15 ass, 16 ass, 17, they figured it out a little bit. It's still really bad. So let's see. Oh, did 15? Is this where they figured it out a little bit? Oh, okay. We got, obviously, if I'm working with a 67 overall, it's not going to be easy. 92 is making this a whole lot easier. But, okay, these guys just keeps coming in and shooting it. Let's move the puck. Let's get some cross. Okay, as soon as I say to do it, they do it, and they score. The goalie feels a lot better, though, on this game than the other games we've previously played. Get up. 18, just because 18 might have to be the one, just because oh Jesus, we don't have 19 or 20 unless I can get my hands on it, but I doubt that disc wise I don't want to pay for it on NHL Xbox Marketplace and end up, you know, oh my god, he is missing the puck. Come on. Oh yeah, feeling a lot better. This feels a lot better, which makes me excited, because if we can at least deal with this. Oh, what a save, Price! If we can at least deal with practice mode, we can deal with Be a Pro, at least, maybe. Again, 60 over. What a save! What a goddamn save! Oh, okay. It does feel a lot better. It doesn't feel like 25. I'm not gonna lie. 25 goalie does feel good, especially besides literally not having any choice if you can save it. Like, it goes off your goalie and in. That's not our fault. That is literally EA's fault. But this feels good from the previous NHLs that we've been playing, and the fact that they can't hit the net on a cross crease, it feels good. Off the tip of my glove, don't know how. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of NHL 18. I feel like I'm not really pleased with what I went over, but again, it feels like there's not much to go over. Yes, there are some new features, but I'm paying attention to the gameplay when it comes to this aspect, the aspect of these videos. I'm focusing on how the game feels, and around this time period, it all feels the same when you get a game year after year. When you have a year time span to play a game and then you get a new game, it feels like they did nothing, but you can slowly feel and see the progression that they took each year. Now, should it have taken as long as it did to get where they are today? No, not a shot. Do they still have problems that they need to fix? 100%. But NHL 18 did feel like 17, and that's not a bad thing. 17 was great. 18 did definitely feel like 17, and it feels good. I think it's a very good feel, and fixed out some of the kinks that they had. Even if they did have any in 17, I didn't see or feel any. Franchise mode, really great feature of adding the expansion draft, of being able to create your own team, create that 32nd team. But other than that, boys, I enjoy NHL 18. Goalie feels great. That's really the most important part for me as well. And they still have the presentation package along with just the feel of the game. Just feels good. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.